Have you ever wondered how to make it as a musician in this competitive landscape? Well, in this video, I am going to show you how I gained over 8,000 views on Spotify on a song that I recorded in my home studio with no fancy equipment, just with an idea that I had. Coming up in this music industry is very difficult, and especially if you don't know where to start. So join me in this video as I unpack my processes and as I give you advices on how to tackle this thing called music. Now let's get right into this video and I hope you enjoy it. First things first, you are going to need these types of tools. One, you're going to need hardware tools, and two, you're going to need your creativity. Now, under your hardware tools, you're going to need a computer or a laptop. You need this to be able to record your music or maybe even to create beats. Number two, you're going to need a digital audio working station, aka a DAW. Now, there are many versions of DAWs out there, but I personally use FL Studio to record my music and also to make beats. Number three, you're going to need your USB mic. Now, a USB microphone is a very dope way for you to create music at home because it is affordable. You don't need other things like audio interfaces just to complicate your life. Just get yourself a cheap USB microphone. Now, going on to number four, you are going to need your headphones or you are going to need speakers. These are going to perform two very specific functions. The headphones, you are going to use them when you are recording your music and also when mixing. Now, you are going to use your speakers to be able to make references between the sound from the earphones and the sound from the speakers. Now we are at tool number two, which is using your creativity or using your creative mindset. Now, if you are recording your music at home, you are going to need a beat or an instrumental. Now, if you can create your own beats, that's good. But if you cannot, you can just type in here on YouTube, royalty-free beats, so that you create your own music. Now you need to find a beat that fits your style, your flow, so that you just can produce spectacular music. Moving on to tip number two under the section of your creativity, you are going to need lyrics. Lyrics are a rubric that each and every rapper is judged on. Now, I usually tell my friends that lyrics are the most important thing when it comes to hip hop or maybe rap because, wow, we just judge you by your lyrics. If you don't have lyrics, then we cannot conversate. Now, what you're going to need before crafting your lyrics, you are going to need a theme. You're going to need to come up with a flow and you're going to need to come up with a rhyming scheme. This will just provide a blueprint for your music. Now, what you're going to do when you have crafted all the above that I've just mentioned, you are going to use a notebook. You may maybe use a notebook or maybe a digital one like I use. Now, what you're going to do in that notebook, you're going to jot down your ideas. You're just going to craft the way that you want your song structure to look like. For example, I usually go with the song structure of hook, then verse, then hook, then verse. Maybe you can explore the way that you like. You are free to experiment. It's your career, it's your hobby, it's your whatever that you would like to call it. Moving on to tip number three under the section of creativity is recording. Now, you don't need fancy equipment for you to be able to record your music. I remember when I first started, I did a stand on my own. It was a DIY project. I used a pantyhose or a pantyhole as my pop filter. I did manage to record my music. So you absolutely don't need fancy equipment for you to start. But what you're going to need, you are going to need to be able to identify the spots in your room that provide better acoustics. I usually record my vocals or my recordings at the corner because it provides like a sound that is way clearer than if maybe I record at the center of the room, because my room is way too big. Now let's get your music to Spotify. How do we do that? We do that through the use of a distributor. A distributor will get your music to different platforms, for example, Pandora, Deezer, you name them. Now the platform that I use is 1RPM, that is my distributor. My distributor satisfies my needs at this moment because I am able to view my music on Spotify for artists. I'm able to view the analytics of my music. So now you might have a different distributor. That's cool with me. That's cool. There are also other free distributors out there like Amuse, Fresh Tunes, Route Note, you name them. Now, if you guys want a detailed video that deals with these different types of distributors, please tell me in the comment section if that is the type of content that you guys would like. Coming up at number 5 is marketing. You need to take advantage of social media. You can go to YouTube, you can go to Facebook, you can go to WhatsApp, share your music so that everyone will be able to see and view your music. Now you need to also collaborate with other creators, for example, influencers and also bloggers, for you to be able to get those eyeballs into your music. Using the above mentioned steps, you can be able to create music that will be shared and cherished worldwide. Who knows? You might be the next Kanye West, you might be the next Eminem. The sky is the limit. There is this idiom that I like, or maybe a proverb. If I'm wrong with the phrasing, please tell me in the comment section. The phrase or the proverb goes like this: necessity is the mother of invention. Now, if you always put off things saying, I cannot do this because I don't have the right equipment, it's not yet the right time, you will never start. You have to start wherever you are. I remember when I first got my first laptop, which wasn't so long ago, maybe 2017. When I first got my first laptop, I wanted to do any and everything that I ever wanted to do. One of them being able to create my own music. You need to be able to manipulate your social media to your advantage. Now let's talk about getting those massive views to your track. Now use your WhatsApp. Share the links with each and every WhatsApp contact that you have. Your mother, your father, your sister, your grandmother, your blah blah blah. Share with them so that they can click that particular link. If you've done that, check. If you know anything about life, for you to be able to bump anything up, you need to spend money. Money spends money. Now what I did, I went on to Fiverr and I spent there about $5, which is equivalent to 95 rands, so as to boost my marketing strategy. Please guys, do me this solid. If you like this content that I've shared with you here, please hit that like, subscribe button so that you help your brother grow and that you don't miss another video that will be tackling different types of topics. Now let's just get a quick recap of what we got out of this video. First, you have to have essential tools like laptop, a digital audio working station like FL Studio, a USB microphone, and headphones or speakers for monitoring. Second, find beats or create them and make sure that you stick to your lyrics, experimenting with different sounds and song structures to find your unique style. Number 3, use recording techniques such as mic placement and room acoustics for achieving clean and clear recordings. Number 4, pay attention to distribution. A music distributor like 1RPM will get your music on platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, and more. And finally, use marketing strategies including leveraging social media, collaborating with influencers, and utilizing free promotion platforms like Reddit. While some investment might be necessary for boosting your visibility, options like Fiverr offer affordable marketing services. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so very much for clicking on it. I hope you really learned something, or maybe you enjoyed just to hear me explaining these few things. If you would like to see a video of me explaining different types of distribution platforms, please let me know in the comment section below. You can also alert me if you would like to see how I record my music. With that being said, please click on this other video on how to write like Kanye West. See you in the next video. Stay creative and stay awesome.